Yesterday was National Signing Day. Do you remember when this used to be like a major event? The NCAA, you guys messed it up. You need to get it back to the way it used to be, where we would take off of work or school just to see what team and what players signed where and who was the national champion of recruiting. Now it's really a nothing burger, as they say. But we're going to talk about that and more right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Alabama has a lot to be happy about with their recruiting class. Most of that done before yesterday. Actually, all that done before yesterday. And one player that tried to hold everybody hostage. And Alabama was like, look, man, go make your money at Michigan. We'll talk about him as well right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Let's go. Roll Tide, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel and brought to you by Pearl River Resort over in Philadelphia, Mississippi. All right, National Signing Day came and went, and really, what was it? Ty Haywood decided to take the money and go to Michigan. We already knew that this was going to happen. I mean, and really the story, and I covered it a long time ago, was that Ty Haywood was trying to hold Alabama hostage. This is a guy who loved Alabama. Alabama fan as a kid, grew up in Mississippi, went to Texas, was committed to Alabama. Michigan came in with the big bucks, and that's the way that this works now. You know, like the guy could have cared less about Michigan, but they paid him enough money where he decided to go to Michigan to play football, and that's where he's going to go. And he decommitted from Alabama, and he was kind of sitting on our recruiting class, but we knew he was leaving, and then he signed with Michigan. So go make the money. And the way that the system's set up right now, I don't blame him. You know, he's a 5-star and he might be a great player, but he might not be. You know, so when you pay these guys this exorbitant amount of money to come, you know, you hope that they live up to their potential. But you know what? If you're smart, you know, you're like, hey, you know what? We gotta use our money the best that we can possibly use it, until they make up a system where NIL is really name, image, and likeness and not paying somebody. But I got to feel bad for Alabama and Kalen DeBoer and all those guys for wasting their time, you know, recruiting a guy that was just basically, when the money came, going to roll somewhere else. But that's the way that the system is right now. There's no rules. So you can do that. And, you know, you wish him the best of luck. And because, look, he might not be any good. I mean, that's happened before. Saban with 5 stars turned those guys into NFL stars. A lot of these guys go other places and they don't make it. You know, they think that because they have talent that they're going to be able to go out there and have success, but it doesn't work that way. You got to have talent, work ethic. You got to be around the right program and all of that stuff. So I'm not, you know, taking a shot at Michigan. I don't know. I don't even know about Coach DeBoer. I just hope. But with Coach Saban, you never saw anybody who basically, once you came to Alabama, all that stuff didn't matter. He made you go out there and do the best you could possibly do because you worked hard, and everybody had to work hard. You know, so I hope that Coach DeBoer kind of, you know, moves that direction, because it didn't really feel like that with, you know, the performance last year, but it was his first year. And with that said, I got to say this. You know, Mark Ingram, he's on Fox. I love Mark Ingram. I think he represents Alabama the right way. Heisman Trophy winner. He's excellent on media. He's not somebody you look at and go, man, this guy, he says he's from Alabama, but it doesn't really feel like he's an Alabama guy. Everything about Mark Ingram's great. He's great on the air. He doesn't come off as someone that's smug or too good for everybody. He's an excellent analyst, and he's fun. And he says, let DeBoer cook and Alabama will be fine, right? I'm with you, man. I think the same thing. And it's hard because our standards are so high. 9-4 is not our standards. But then he goes out and brings in his old tag partner and Ryan Grubb. You feel like when you talk to him that he knows that. He's saying, hey, he's a nice guy. And I'm not buying into nice guys finish last. I just feel like it's figuring out exactly how to do this job and do it the best possible way that you can do it and getting the most out of it. So I agree with Mark Ingram, but I love Mark Ingram on the air, loved him off the air. First Alabama Heisman Trophy winner and a great NFL player. So anyway, like I guess that's the thing, like get out of the way and let the guy do his job. Now, what I want to say is this. There's 7 Bama players that are in the Super Bowl 59. Can you believe that? Super Bowl 59 is right around the corner, and it's the perfect time to get in on the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, they're giving all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just 5. This is your shot to make every last play a moment to be remembered. Don't wait. Download the DraftKings app now and use our promo code Bama Tailgate. The crown is yours. Stay in on all the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at even bigger payouts. Combine multiple bets together from the same game. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on in-progress games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have a shot to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use our promo code Bama Tailgate, bet just $5 on any wager, and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. That's promo code Bama Tailgate only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Depending on what recruiting service you look at, I mostly look at On3. Bama has still had a great cycle. Number 3 recruiting class in the country for Alabama. 3 5-star prospects, including the top-rated prospect recruit in the history of Alabama football, Keelan Russell. He was the number 2 overall player, according to On3, and 24/7 Sports had him as number 1. So I mean, this is a guy who is the kind of the catalyst of this recruiting class. But Michael Carroll, Big Mike, Jackson Lloyd, you talking about 2 big 5-star offensive linemen, Dijon Lee, Chuck McDonald, Ivan Taylor, defensive backs that come to Alabama as part of this class, Justin Hill, and A.K. Deere, the running back out of Mississippi. This is a really, really talented class for Bama. All of these guys have been signed and have committed and signed, since the early signing period. So the late signing period, or the real signing day, or whatever, February, isn't what it used to be. College football needs to make this an event again, because they're missing an opportunity. I mean, this was like the biggest day of the year. I can remember taking off of work and watching National Signing Day. I was part of National Signing Day, where I basically, for Alabama, read the names of the players that were being recruited and signed with Alabama. It was an awesome event back when I worked for Crimson Tide Sports Network. But it was great, man. Like, you would just sit around and watch. Like, where's Julio Jones going to go? Where's Mark Ingram going to go? Where's this guy or that guy? It was a big-time event, and college football doesn't need to lose that with the early signing period. Nick Saban mentioned that when they tried to change this back in the day. They need to get back to that again, because it is such a big deal. But look, Bama, the number 3 recruiting class, Kalen DeBoer, pat on the back. And I don't blame them for not wanting to be held hostage by, hey, Michigan all of a sudden has all these people that want to pay for players. They watched Ohio State buy a championship. We're going to buy one of your recruits. I hope it works out well for you, but don't be held hostage by this experience, by this process. And I don't think that's what happened with Coach DeBoer. That Alabama's got to take the resources they have and basically make the most out of them. So anyway, that's the show today, guys. Like, subscribe, thumbs up. Always brought to you by our friends at Pearl River Resort over in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Don't forget that we just got back from there. We had a great time. Our friend Wes was there. How cool was that? Hanging out with him. The guy walked out with about $2,000 from winning over at Pearl River. I know the Pearl River people probably like, man, don't bring this guy back because every time he's here, he wins money. Yeah, that's what he does. But Jake and I had a great time. Mom and them's, we ate there. We did the whole experience, and we'll be back again really soon for March Madness. We decided we're coming back for March Madness, so you guys do that as well. But we appreciate them, and roll tide.
To Pearl River Resort.